What's going on YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be and welcome to Earth Wars Retake Earth. This is a brand new, now check this out, a brand new action platformer RPG Metroidvania style game that just came out this morning. So if you do want to download the title, I will have the links in the description below. So let's go ahead and get started. Now what you see on the screen right now is not the core gameplay. This is just the lobby screen. This game actually has a quasi-idle function built in. So while you're in the lobby screen making gear, dismantling things, etc., your character is going to defeat waves and waves of enemies. And just like in lots of these idle games, you can also reset the wave. So let's say you get to a point where your main character is just not defeating enemies fast enough. You can always reset the wave back to level 1 and re-begin. But that is not the core gameplay. Let's go ahead and jump over here to the mission tab and I'll show you what this game is actually like. Right now, I'm currently in New York. Now, like I said a little bit earlier, the game definitely has a little bit of Metroidvania in its roots. Now, all of these stages right over here take place in the same exact New York map. Now, this is going to make more sense once we jump into combat here, so let's go ahead and do that. Playing the game on normal. I've beaten all the stages on easy thus far, so we're gonna start doing these stages on normal, and hopefully I don't get screwed over too bad. So here we are inside the gameplay world. This is New York, and as you guys can see, this is the New York map. Now, as I've gone through missions, I've unlocked little bits and pieces and more of this map as I moved along. There's even been sections of this map that I was not able to go through until I found a specific item to blow up the walls, and etc. So exactly like you would expect from like a Metroid game here on mobile, which is not a very common gameplay genre here on the mobile platform. So let's get to a nice little, that's blocking a lot of that there. So let me show you what combat looks like. So just like in most of these little action RPG games, you can do basic attacks there. If I press up, I can do kind of like an upward juggle. I can jump up in the air, press down, do a ground pound. I can also kind of slide attack. I can double jump. I can dash in the air. I have a little gun here that's very useful for breaking armor. And then of course, finishing off the enemy with swords. So let's go ahead and get ourselves some few enemies here. Yep. And the controls in this game, like I feel very in control of my character. They actually did a really good job. Now I talked about this game when I was doing my pre-register a few days ago, and I was like, yo, the backgrounds, the enemies, all that stuff looks really legit. And believe it or not, once I actually got into game, the main character who I gave the most like crap for, she doesn't look bad. She looked way worse in those screenshots. Like whoever was in charge of making the screenshots for that for the Play Store, they need to rethink all of those screenshots because all those enemies looked really good, but the main character looks so bad. But she doesn't look that bad when you actually play the game. So go ahead and beat up on these little spines here. As you guys can see, there are little fatalities as well. I'm gonna do some ground pounds on these guys. So jump up in the air, bring down some pain, do a little bit of juggle action here. Very nice. Look at that. Kicked him in the face, jumped up in the air. Oh, I could have juggled. There you go. Nice little juggle attack there. I can also kind of power up. Got an A. Come on. I could have did better than that. Yeah, so it's like Devil May Cry as well. So as you defeat enemies, it grades you on your stylishness, but it also grades you on completing the stage as well. So yeah, I got a lower rank on defeating those enemies, but overall, I got a pretty decent rank on the stage itself. So that's that. Let's go through a little deeper of a stage here. Go back over here to the mission tab. There's one stage here. Let's do this rescue mission because this will kind of give you more backgrounds, more enemies. All of the voice acting, I assume, is in Japanese, if I'm listening to it correctly. And the voice acting, believe it or not, is really good. Like, the voice acting is really legit. And like I said, some of the locations here are very good as well. Since it is New York, you're kind of going down underground in the subways. Very awesome. So right now in this mission, I'm looking for a soldier. So we're gonna head and make our way down there. All of these things that we're looting are gonna be very important when it comes to crafting gear. I'm in desperate need of a new gun, so after we do this, I'll go and show you what crafting looks like. The sword that you see that I'm using right here is not the default sword. I crafted that sword myself, so very nice. Look at this guy, yep! Get behind him. Yep! Like, I feel very, like, agile with this character. They did a pretty good job in kind of making her feel like, you know, agile. Oh, I could have juggled. I am gonna juggle. Look at that. Throw him against the wall. Where you going, buddy? Nowhere. Very nice. All right, let's keep moving. Yep. I need to be using my gun though a lot more because the gun is, like I said, it's designed to break shields, and there are certain enemies there. Oh God, screw that guy. That guy right here, This guy is super strong. And this kind of goes back to the Metroidvania piece of it. You don't have to defeat every enemy to defeat the stage. And like this guy over here, this deep one, super strong, extremely strong. He can nearly one-shot me, so I don't have to worry about him. I can just come back later. When I'm stronger, defeat him. And then that of course, will allow me to get even more resource upgrade materials to make me better weapons, better gear, better armor, etc., etc. So here's one example. Like these little purple tiles here, I'm able to destroy them when they're left to right. Or horizontal, I should say, but when they're like vertical like this, I can't actually destroy them. So this is what I was talking about earlier, that I just don't have the tools to go down here. And as you guys can see from the map, there is a way for me to go down here eventually. So once I kind of find the weapon or the item that'll allow me to do that, I can come back to the stage and find more stuff. So I don't know of any real Metroidvania style games on mobile, to be honest. Where you going, dude? Where you going? GG. All right, let's go a little deeper. Oh, I don't think I need to go. I think I need to go this way. Ah, come on. Oh man, you're making me look bad. You know what? I wanted to fight this thing over here. That's what I was doing. I was trying to lure him down first. There you go. Now I'm good. Double jump, dash. There you go. Now, one thing I am irrationally upset about are these goofy NPCs. All right, you've probably been looking at them, you're like, FG, what are these NPCs doing? Nothing. They don't do anything. All right, they don't loot anything for you. As soon as enemies are on the screen, they vanish. I have no idea why the developer decided to give us these. Look, they're gone. See, enemies, they leave. They don't loot, they don't fight. They're completely worthless. I'll show you one thing that they do a little bit later. I'll show you what they do. I also need a better sword to fight these guys because woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Lost those arms, buddy. Nice fatality. This is what they do. You ready? This is all they do. This is it. They just jump with you. Take these off of this. Maybe, I guess, if you get far enough in the game, maybe they're not a thing anymore. But for right now, they follow you in every single stage, and they literally do nothing but jump with you. That's all they do. Is just jump around. Jump around. They jump up, and they jump down. All right. I think the guy's down here. I see him on my map. There he is. Go ahead and destroy these guys. Power up, go Super Saiyan. Woo! Oh, there's even more up here, huh? I need to get behind him, do a little dash, say goodbye to your arms. Not a bad mobile game, I gotta say. Dude, where you going? Having some fun there, FG. I am, actually. This guy's all up in the corner, making it hard for me to destroy him. GG. Oh, I got a B. Come on. And there you go. So a couple of different stages of combat there. Hopefully that gives you an idea of what's to come in the game. If we make our way back over here, we got ourselves a couple of upgrades. So I'll show you what that's all about here in a second. So back to the lobby screen. So there's a few different, come on. Don't worry about that. I didn't want to do that. So here we are back over here to the main screen. Now, as you guys can see, here, there's a timer that basically says, what is that, like 2 hours and 50 minutes? It's not real time, 2 hours and 50 minutes, but once that goes down, you basically have to fight a big boss as well. So I wish I would have timed that a little bit better, but that'll be something that you guys can enjoy once you actually play the game. So basically, it kind of gives you a countdown of when Earth is gonna get attacked, and you have to defend Earth against a really big boss, which is kind of cool. If we go over here to the skill tab, you got yourself a big old Path of Exile style tree that I'm not even gonna begin to try to break down what's going on here, but just know there is a lot of skills here to unlock as you complete stages, and you can also customize these and move them around. And once again, that's gonna be something that if you really wanna play this game, this is gonna be something that you're gonna deep dive in. But yeah, there is more to just your character. There's a big, massive skill tree there. If we go back over here to equipment, this is what I was talking about a little bit earlier. You can also craft equipment, all the things that you see that you gather throughout the stages, combined to make different pieces of gear here. So let's say, for example, let's say I wanted to make this little gun over here, right? So I need one tail, hit the tail in there. I need one sleepy eye, and there you go. Now I can craft this piece of gear. go back over here to our equipment screen and then swap out with this brand new gun. There you go. Now let's go test it in combat real quick. So that's crafting. You can also dismantle weapons, dismantle materials. The game is gonna have you, let's actually go back there. The game is gonna have you kind of balancing two different types of currency. So all of the materials that you see, right, that you get from the stage, all of these scales and claws and muscles, all of these different things are required to craft things. But they're also needed to be, you also need to dismantle these same exact things that you need to craft with to get energy that you need to craft with. So you're gonna be kind of balancing. Like, let me go back to the screen here. You see how all of these different pieces of gear have an energy requirement? So 1950 energy, I only have 415. So I'm gonna have to dismantle a few of my materials to get enough energy in order to craft it. So you're gonna be balancing them back and forth like that. All right, so let's do one last little bit of combat here. Let's find ourselves, I still don't want to fight that deep one. I really don't. Lacking supply. Oh God, look at the difficulty on that one. We'll do this recovery mission. Get HP +5 after defeating this. All right. So let us get it on. There's a few things here that I need to go for. All right, so let's test out our new gun, and that is where we're gonna call it here at Earth Wars Retake Earth. And yeah, you're gonna be, like I said, you're gonna be traversing the same stages a little, you know, constantly because you're still in New York, technically. Just gonna be doing different things. All right. Man, see, I broke his armor. It's not bad. I feel like, see, he gets his armor back too quick, in my opinion. I'd rather just slice them up. I'd rather just slice them up there. Anyway, so that is my new gun. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. And you can also enhance gear as well. So if you find a gun that you really like, or you find a sword that you really like, you can also power it up. You don't always have to just completely make new pieces of gear, etc., etc. So that will do it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this has been a look at Earth Wars Retake Earth. One thing, let's go over here real quick. Actually, that's not the right screen. So here are all the different things that you can buy in the game. Like I said, there's some packages here. You can buy more gems. Here are the energy that you can buy. So this is the energy here. If you don't want to kind of grind, dismantle, you can just buy those activation points there if you want. But really, that's about it. Oh, there is a gotcha. Ah, come on. There is a little gotcha. Man, they got me. Anyway, well, that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. My name is FG3000. I do thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.